Still can't get over the hippo. Oh. I want to know more about the feeding of the hippo. And yes, Simon, you're looking at me. Yes, I'm on air. I'm not talking to you. My mic is up. I'm talking about the hippo, yeah. Guys, that is it from me. What a lovely show today. Massive thank you to everyone involved. Betty Boo, absolute legend. Luscious Lottie, Sally Traffic, Mummy Linda, Helen for keeping us on air, Simon, to all of you lovely lot at home for getting involved. If you are out today celebrating whatever it is, stay safe, stay well, and I'll be back next week live at 3 p.m. right here on Radio 2. Lisa Tarbuck is up next. She's got a bit of a banging playlist tonight as well. I can see it on the screen, just popped up. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I will be back next Saturday live at 3 p.m. But as ever, this is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker, and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 6 o'clock. This is Nikki Cardwell. The former Conservative Deputy Chief Whip, Chris Pincher, who stepped down after sexual misconduct claims were made against him, says he's now getting professional medical support. He was accused of groping two men and suspended from the Tory party in the Commons. Mr Pincher says he hopes to return to his duties as an MP for Tamworth in Staffordshire as quickly as possible. A parliamentary watchdog is due to examine the claims against him. Elliot Wilson is a former House of Commons clerk.
The independent inquiry will take at least some weeks because it will want to be very sure that it's got all of the facts available to it. And of course, it sounds prosaic, but we are coming up to the summer recess shortly when Parliament will go into its periodic adjournment and MPs will go back to their constituencies. But I think it's important that this is dealt with quickly. But I think even more important than that, it's important that it's been seen to be dealt with quickly.
The Foreign Office is understood to be actively investigating Russian state media reports that two British men have been charged with being mercenaries by an unrecognised pro-Moscow court in eastern Ukraine. Dylan Healy and Andrew Hill are accused of the same crime as two other British men who were sentenced to death last month. Our correspondent in Kiev, Joe Inwood, is following developments.
There is a lot of speculation that actually this is being directed by the Kremlin, and what they're trying to do is put these men's lives in danger as a sort of negotiating tactic. So their families will be hoping that whatever the outcome of any trial, and we probably should expect that to happen, that actually we will see a prisoner swap at some time, although, as ever, these things are very uncertain.
A vigil has been held in East London for Zara Alina, who was killed after a night out last weekend. Hundreds of people walked from the scene of the crime to the 35-year-old's home in Ilford. A man has been charged with her murder. Thousands of people have filled the streets of central London for the 50th anniversary of Pride. Hundreds of LGBTQ plus groups have taken part in a march from Hyde Park Corner to Whitehall. This flag bearer explained why she wanted to be involved.
Well, I volunteer every year, but it's such an important day for celebration and equality and just raising the profile of LGBT people. But what's so important is to remember why we're doing this, and things were not. It's our ancestors that have helped us be so open, and it's really important to remember that part.
At Wimbledon, the women's world number one, Iga Swiatek, has been knocked out in the third round by the French player Alizé Cornet. The British players Katie Boulter and Liam Brodie were also beaten. The former Scotland and Rangers goalkeeper Andy Gorham has died of cancer at the age of 58. Gorham helped Rangers win 5 Scottish Premier League titles, 3 Scottish Cups and 2 League Cups. The First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, has described him as one of Scotland's all-time football greats. And the weather. Some patchy rain for the southeast of England this evening before a mainly dry night for most of the UK. BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 6.